Hi, everyone. It's Ms. Kessler, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about one of our databases, JSTOR. It's a little more advanced than Gale, which you might already be familiar with. It's not as user-friendly, but you're going to find a lot of more articles that are going to be useful to you, especially if you are 10th grade and up, and you would even keep using it in an American college. So you're going to start from the JFKS library page. If you just search for JSTOR online, it will not make you able to log in. So be logged into your JFKS account because you need to be able to get the password to it. So click on passwords to databases. And we've got them. I always just copy it. And then click on JSTOR. Oops, I am already logged in. But all you need to know is that in addition to logging in as being in JFKS, then if you want to take advantage of all the features that are useful, then you need to log in as yourself. If you've never done so before, you need to create an account using your JFKS email. Once you're in, I always recommend going to advanced search and say you're in Mr. Beckley's class, looking at The Chosen and redoing a research paper related to that. So we'll say maybe we're looking at gender identity in Judaism. So Judaism and gender and identity. And spelling it right is usually helpful. You can also change these limiters. You can do and, or, so it could be Judaism and gender. That would be a very big search, or you could do but not identity, for example, and that limits it even further. You can also choose your access type. Obviously, you want content you can access. You could say which language you want. It's an English class. You can say, I want an article. You can even limit a publication date or a journal title or specific subject areas. I'm going to say maybe I want language and literature, or maybe I want Middle East studies. How about that? And so you could pick a few of them, and psychology, for example, and philosophy, and language and literature, and Jewish studies. That would make sense too. And pick out the ones you want. Go to submit your advanced search. And there you are with 2,800 articles. You can narrow down if you like, even within to more subtopics, but we won't do that right now. You can also modify your search if you realize you need to do that and search within your result. So say we've found an article we're interested in, the Jewish secular believer women in Israel. So you can click on that article. And frequently, you can just read it within JSTOR. You can also download a PDF to read it later. On the right-hand side, you've got article and some information about it. You have an abstract, which is a short summary. So I always recommend reading that before you decide to go ahead and read the whole article. A lot of times, the abstract is also up at the top of the article. If you click on these thumbnails, you can go to specific pages within the article. If you click on references, you can go and look at all the references contained in that article, so you can see who that author cited without having to scroll all the way to the bottom. Other things you can do is you can save this if you want to read it later. You think it's going to be useful, but you don't know. If you want to read it right now, you can click save, and you can create a new folder within JSTOR, and we've already got one. Go put it in your Judaism folder, and it's saved in there, and then so you can access it later. Also, you can cite it. MLA, which is for English, APA, and Chicago. So those are a few of the options available to you in JSTOR, and hopefully it'll be easier to search.